came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. 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 When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it. Many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They say no to sleepless night. Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sun rises, when the sun we're trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me howling at the moon. We're trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me howling at the moon.
Natalie, I am done with you. Did you literally just say pound town the thumbs up? Hopefully y'all can hear me. Let me see here. Let me see. I see if I hear myself. There we go. I sound amazing. Anyway, what's going on, y'all? Natalie. You gotta love Natalie. You got to. You got to. What's going on, honey's child? How are you doing? Thank you for being a channel member. Carmela Ali said, hello, I finally get to watch on my day off now. I can pay attention instead of sneaking to watch you. Listen, sometimes you gotta sneak a little bit, but I appreciate it. What's going on, Carmela? Thank you for coming. Hey, Black Slytherin, what's going on? Thank you for being a channel member. Jazzy J, what's going on? Thank you for being a channel member. Natalie, what's going on? Appreciate you modding. You are amazing. Jenny Lynn Jones says, yay, another live. Hey there, handsome BP. Well, Jenny Lynn Jones, I know for a fact that you have 20/20 vision. How are you? Hopefully you're having a great Friday. Empress Queen of Wands Tarot, what's going on? Thank you for being a channel member and a moderator. I do appreciate you pulling double duty for you. What's up, Brian? What up, my brother? Thank you for being a channel member. Sweet T Wilson says, good night / morning, brother Prophet and family. How y'all doing? We are doing well. How are you? Osukimi Shabazz, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shawnee, good night. Thank you for being a channel member. And Unique, you are here. And Yolanda, y'all are here. What's up, y'all? Look, I was trying to get on here sooner. I was trying to get on here a little sooner. Couldn't get the kids to sleep. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. I'm telling y'all now, like right now, I kind of dig what I have going on here. It feels kind of like a pirate radio, catch me when you can type of vibe. All that. Yeah, catch me when you can. I kind of like that. Keep you on your toes. Never know when profit gonna pop up. I like that. I know y'all want me to have a schedule, and I wish I could have a schedule. But to be honest, y'all, even before my niece and my nephew were here, my schedule just does not lend itself to just knowing when I'm gonna. It just doesn't. So I do appreciate all of you. If you check your settings, make sure you have the little icon thing, the little bell icon set to all, so that hopefully you'll get get a notification. But I appreciate y'all coming out. What's up, That's Jay? What's up, Lenny? Thank you for being a channel member. Who in the world? Who is Tony? Am I missing stuff? Am I missing stuff? Because remember the other night I did not see stuff going on in the chat. So I don't know. All I see is Natalie saying, "Hey Tony," and then hearts, and I'm like, who is Tony? Oh, Zakimi Shabbat said, I missed the regular Friday night cut-ups. Those are long gone. Long gone. I am reformed. I am. I'm reformed. I just don't do that type of cutting up anymore. I am just me. Just me. I believe, you know what? Look, I'm looking on the YouTube app. I don't see a Tony, Natalie. But anyway, listen, y'all. So aside from the kids being up, and I wasn't able to get on here before, right? Besides that, I got stuck on TikTok. Let me tell y'all something. I could not be any more disappointed in y'all Nick Nogs than so many of y'all will be like, look, this is what I found on TikTok. And I'm like, how y'all getting stuck on? Have y'all ever seen somebody on TikTok and you like, dang, this person is amazing. And then they do a live stream and you watch the live stream and be like, you slow a little bit. What happened? And then I thought about it, right? I thought about it. TikTok is for the world we have now, where everybody got a touch of the tism right now. Hopefully, we're gonna turn this thing around. I feel like our franchise players gonna pull us through here. We're gonna turn this thing around. But right now, everybody got a touch of the tism. We all a little sluggish, short attention spans. And TikTok is great for short attention spans. But can you really have short attention span spirituality? Apparently you can on TikTok. But when you force them into a live stream where it's not 15 to 20-second snippets full of filters and copyrighted music, when you force them into a conversation that is solely based on the knowledge that they claim to have, it starts to fall flat. Anybody else notice that? I mean, I could be wrong. If y'all don't, boy, y'all stop it. Here y'all go with the retractions again. Who was that last night that kept retracting the messages and that had me like all flustered? I think I got two people in the chat right now. I think Brian and Natalie are on their phones and they text in the chat. I think they text in the chat right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what part of their conversations get leaked. See, Ozakimi understands what I'm saying. It says, you're right. The lives leave a lot to be desired. Right. You follow their lives and it's like, What? What? You know, I caught a couple of them. See, listen, Broken Army, we are followed. I caught a couple of them talking about my summation of the whole Mamie slash Lama Dama slash something else thing, right? And I understand why they were mad because once I pointed out that Lama Dama slash Mamie slash Big Mama was not a part of Hoodoo prior to 2000 and what was it? We said 17. Once we proved that, then it just did away with a lot of these folks' narrative that they've been doing Hoodoo since they were born. Cause see, they all like to claim that they've been doing Hoodoo since they were born. So, but so when you show that their knowledge began in 2017, they get a little upset. But I'm like, man, don't shoot the messenger. Don't nobody shoot the prophet. All right. I'm just trying to, enlighten folks. What's up, Virgo? How's it going? Tora the Weirdo, what's going on? Jazzy, how are you? Jazzy said, hey, y'all. I'm like, don't y'all calm down. Be like, as T.I. said, be easy. It's going to be all right. But I always wonder, why is it nobody in the spiritual community just says, hey, buena noche, Divine Aqua, how are you? Why is it no one just says, hey, y'all, I discovered Hoodoo like 3 years ago. I really dove into it. I don't know everything, but I'm willing to share what I have found. If I tell you something, I think it's right. But if it's wrong, then somebody let me know. Why can't anybody just say stuff like that? Why can't they just say something like that? It's like when people are like, well, listen, I have met so many folks who will text me or whatever, because y'all know I'm very reachable, too reachable sometimes. I'm very reachable. And I'm like, hey, folks are like, hey, I've been doing this for like 30 years. I'm like, oh, well, shoot, cool, congratulations. And then they'll be like, So this is how they do it. So I was thinking about making a road opening oil, and I thought about adding some pomegranate seeds. What you think? And I'll be like, I ain't never thought about putting that in there. That to me don't seem right. And I said, right. I never put them in there myself. That's just something that had came to me in the spirit. And I'm like, oh, okay. Then they'll say something along the lines of, if you were going to do a road opening with just the stuff in your kitchen, what would you do? Then I rattle something out. Yeah, right. I do that all the time. Mm-hmm. Be straight trying to finesse me. And I'm like, listen, it's all good. Just say you don't know. I'm not gonna make fun of you if you say you don't know. I will make fun of you if you start stunting. Then I will. But there's no harm in not knowing. If y'all see me, I only ever clown the ones who pretend to know. That's it. But if you don't know, then that's fine. I love a rank amateur, a from the ground up beginner. You know why? Because I don't have to unteach. These people who have been indoctrinated for 20 years of marketeered foolishness, you know how hard it is to tell folks to throw away all this stuff that they done spent thousands of dollars on? Virgo says, say some BS and see if they I do all the time. When I know that someone is pretending to know, I will say something. I was like, Oya and Santa Muerte are really the same spirit. And they'll be like, you know what? I knew that. See, Prophet, the rest of these lames don't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I knew. And I'd be like, man, you ain't never met Martin Luther King. Queen Kylie, no, you just not exempt from getting clowned. It's just you. You want some? This is my monster flavor of the evening, which does not want to release itself from my koozie. Is we're gonna call it pink, pink zero sugar monster. Would you like some? Come on. Open here. Queen Kali is like up. It's right up in here. This region. You'll be all right. I'm just messing with you. Look, I saw some good comments here. Saw some good comments. Jasmine R says, "When will you have more of your love powder?" I shouldn't be out. Okay, listen. Go on my site and look for the Come to Me powder. It should be there. It should be there. It should be there. If it's not, come right back here and I'll restock it. Empress Queen One Zero said, and they know, and they funny, no real hoodoo, so they can't carry. Right. They can't really carry alive. They can't tote that. Ozakimi Shabazz says, BP, which one is more interesting? Faux hoodoo origin stories or Marvel? Well, here's the thing. That's a good question. Yeah, it's strawberry or something. That's a good question because, to be honest, the Marvel origin stories are more believable than the faux hoodoo origin story. Listen, y'all think about this. The global population right now is 8 billion. At the time of World War II, the global it might have been World War One. The global population was only 1 billion. And I started looking at these folks, and I'm like, if all y'all who claim to have hoodoo grandmamas really did have hoodoo grandmamas, either everybody was a root worker back then, or we got them related. We all related. Some of us some kin. Some of us some kin. If all these hoodoo grandmamas really existed. Jazzy says, just finished the ritual and saw Prophet on. I appreciate you showing up. Virgo's, my shoulder, I believe I'm going backwards. Because, I told you, my sister banged her leg up a little bit. So I canceled my physical therapy appointments for the week. So I can do stuff here around the house. And I swear, those little exercises were helping because I feel like I'm going backwards as far as the shoulder. Man, it sucks. Brian says, at least they can correct themselves for the future. They should be tipping you for... No, they ain't going to tip. They ain't going to tip. But, I mean, hey, hey, it'd be nice. The delusions of grandeur toward the weird. Exactly, they do. What's up, Ruth G? How are you? Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you. Natalie says, because it doesn't fit the narrative, can't sell new hoodoo. Exactly, you can't, but they try to. Listen, I've never seen more dadgum Orisha, Loa, Papa Legba at the crossroads. Did you know Nikki was, or I heard Jay-Z could have been, in all my life. But in the meantime, they crowdfunding rent, and I don't understand. We ain't gonna go into that. This is a positive stream. We ain't gonna go into that. This is positivity and spiritual uplifting. That's what we doing tonight. Brian said, they should. They should. Empress said, because it doesn't get followers on this age of instant gratification. Right. They know how to copy and paste what the last person said to be famous. You hit the nail on the head. And see, the funny thing is, they try to be so different by copying and being the same as somebody else. It blows my mind. And will y'all do me a favor? Everybody who's in here, y'all are amazing. Do me a favor. Just back out real quick. Smash that like button. Come back in. Because the more likes tells the algorithm to bring more family members on in here. So maybe the people who should be getting the notification will get it if we drive them likes up. I'm not gonna be one of them folks. I used to. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not gonna be one of those folks who be like, "Yo, if I get 100 likes," I think I said that like last, and then I was like, "Nah, bump it. I'm just gonna talk about this doll anyway." But yeah, let's trick this algorithm and send this particular live stream through the roof. Oh no. I think nobody is exempt from getting clowned. I mean, I love y'all. I love y'all. Boom, went from 9 to 15. Good googly moogly. Boy, y'all all right with me. Natalie said, meanwhile, mofos still running into the streets for crossroad dirt. Listen. Matter of fact, let me go in here and change Nightbot. Because I think Nightbot does tell everybody the website until I can get no. Just mods. If somebody asks, my site right now is either thebrokenones.org or trueconjure.com/welcome. Make sure you put the /welcome and they'll get a coupon code. Seven says, question, Prophet, do you have anything to say about the Gullah? I remember hearing you say their magic had a different nature than Hoodoo. Could you elaborate any further? Well, I mean, there's really nothing to elaborate on as far as that. Their magic is just different. It's different in the sense that they were able to tuck themselves because the Gullah Geechee Nation was kind of different from, like, I say mainland, even though they're coastal, but they're not an island. It's different from the mainland south in that there wasn't a whole lot of cotton farming over there. The industry was different, and they were able to retain a lot more of like their African roots and whatnot over on that side of things. So their style of magic, if that's what you want to call it, is more ATR-ish than you would look at with Hoodoo, right? Because if you look at a Hoodoo gathering, it'll look like a church service, which I'm thinking about having. And I have so many plans, y'all, but I am thinking about having one. But it looks more like a church service, whereas if you go over there, you'll see drums and whatnot. Although to a lot of times it'll look like the spiritual churches. It'll look like the spiritual churches where it'll you be the tambourines, everybody dressed in white, some people in Masonic attire, and I mean it looks different. It looks different. Good question though, Sevens. I appreciate it. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I was about to say Tupac. Jesus, TikTok is for entertainment, but for entertainment only. Now I'm gonna try something, y'all. Y'all gonna have to help me out with this. Let's see. How's the volume on that music? How's the volume on that, y'all? And it's kind of hard when I'm like at any moment about to cough. I'm trying to do things, trying to hook us up here. Volume is good. Okay. Just so we can have like some background music. They have some like different apps and whatnot. I'm trying to incorporate more stuff around here. But listen, I need to get a master roster churching up the stream. That's not this is ambient music. Whatever ambient is, it's just elevator music. So I'm getting a roster together for this upcoming class. it's beginning Thursday, week 1. Week 1 is Thursday. So it's going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, also known as Hoodoo Standard Time. And I'll be sending out the syllabus to everyone who's going to be attending. We're going to have a good time. My goal with every class that rolls through is to get people combat effective. You know, I could do things more scholarly, like I reckon, because I know a lot of people come for that, but that would take so long. I prefer to mix in some history, along with the practical hands-on, because that's my goal with this. I mean, it's going to be 8 to 12 weeks, and that's my goal, for you guys to be combat effective. For, you know, somebody made me so mad the last class. Out of all the money stuff we went over, somebody's like, yeah, I got to get back on it because I'm going through it right now. And somebody else in class like, well, if you'd have been on it, you wouldn't be going through it. And I said, you know what? I don't know if y'all heard that. And y'all notice she's not sitting right there. I have her down in her box. So let me tell y'all what's been going on. And the footage is going to come out either tomorrow or the next day. So, disembodied voices. I just heard like a little kid. And I know it's not my niece and my nephew because they're in the bed, they're asleep. So I know it's not them. So ever since that doll has come here, there's been more stuff happening, which, I mean, you know, I don't mind. More stuff, you know. Shoot. I'm thinking about decking out one of the rooms of the shop and doing like a Hoodoo Airbnb, and I'll put that doll in there and y'all have all the supernatural experiences y'all want. Oh, so Kimmy, I'm only coughing because the because the pollen has been wild down here the last couple of days. Pollen has been wild. Don't, now this sounds like it's gonna put me to sleep. I don't need that. Let me see if I can. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Too brown. Too brown for what? Trying to sick the dog. Yes. Y'all come on down. Come on down to the Hoodoo Airbnb. Come on down.
This Dad's Day gets smooth.
Come on down to the Hoodoo Airbnb. But y'all had to hear the commercials. So the next class will probably be never. I honestly feel like this is gonna be my last mentorship type class. This will be it. I won't say it's a headache or that it was becoming a headache, but you know, trying to navigate a bunch of personalities at once, and then you have some that are more serious than others. Then you got some who take things seriously, but they themselves are not serious people, and that irritates me. You know, I mean, I joke around too, but I know when to turn it off. And the people who were in this past one, they know that we have a couple of folks who just did not know when to turn it off. So I think I am going to stick to webinars. This is gonna be the last extended one, right? The last extended one, and it'll just be webinars from here on out, which is fine. I love webinars, I do, and Brian done pretty much opened the door for. I mean, folks can come down, and I'll do in-person webinars. I used to do stuff like that all the time when I was up in the Atlanta area, where I would have like a get together, and we would like teach. I would teach doll making, or I would teach a bunch of different things, and I would have. It was so funny because when I moved down here, Mr. J helped me unpack a lot of my stuff, and he was like, "You got enough pairs of scissors?" Because I had like a million pairs of scissors from like teaching folks how to do stuff, and I would go to Walmart and buy like 10 pair of scissors so that everybody at their station would have their own stuff, right? And so I think I want to start that again too. People come down, I may have some vittles or whatever. I may have some vittles, and we'll do things like doll making, ouch, oil making, stuff like that. Stuff like that. And for the people, like Black Slytherin said, honestly, Black Slytherin said, honestly, the webinars work best for me, especially with time. I mean, there's going to be some people who just don't do airplanes, Virgo. So if you're scared of planes, you can't get down here, then no problem. You can attend the webinars. I actually once had like a whole Hoodoo family reunion type thing where I had different people come teach, and it kind of, I don't know, it didn't, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's why I'm taking a whole year before I do my whole conference, because I'm going to do a traditional Hoodoo conference where it's going to be like me, my dad, a couple of other root workers. And I think I'm going to have like people speak for Palo, people speak for Haitian Voodoo, people speak for Orisha, so that we can kind of tie some things in together. And then, we'll have food, we'll have social gatherings and things like that. What's up, Day Day? Virgo, listen. There was a time that I had not flown. And I said, you know what? I'm going to LA because I was invited out there. I said, okay, I'm going to go. And so, do y'all know, okay, I'm not even going to lie to y'all, because y'all know I tell the truth. Prophet Lou, not a soothsayer, but is a truth teller. And a little bit of smack talker Scott Walker. But anyway, I digress. The first time I got on a plane was probably like 7 years ago. 7 years ago, first time I got on a plane. Might have been less than that. Might have been like 5. And I had to Google how to do it. I'm serious. I had to Google how to do it. Brian, it'll be out in that field where your spiritual Brian counterpart is. Yeah, I had to Google how to get on a plane. And then the worst thing is not to know flight protocol when you live in the city with the biggest, busiest freaking airport, Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. It's a city unto itself. And so I got directions, went down there, and I'm like, oh, I do. Are you hungry? One of my snakes is looking dead off at me like, did you forget something? I sure did. Forget something. I forgot to feed y'all. So anyway, at that, I was like, I'm like 2 hours early. So I went to the bar, had me a couple of beers, went, sat down. I'm like, oh, okay. Nobody told me the taking off part was like a roller coaster. It's like, okay, we going fast. Oh. But once that bug bit me, Once that bug bit me, y'all, I swear every 2 weeks I was flying somewhere. I was gone. Daggum LA, um, multiple trips to Florida when I wasn't driving down there. Shoot, New Orleans. I was all over the place. I was all over the place. All over the place. And you know what? It's cool. Virgo, you just gotta get that first one out the way. Just get the first one out the way. You'll be fine. Oh, Zakimi, I want to go to Nigeria. Couple places I want to go. Queen Khaleesi, you been overseas? Not yet. Not yet. But I do want to go to Haiti, and I want to go to Nigeria. They said, what's the difference between the regular protection oil versus the snake protection oil? Well, one is a little more benign, where snake protection oil tends to be a little more aggressive. Regular protection oil is more like, go on now, little tink tink. Go on now. Well, snake protection oil is more like, I promise you this ain't what you want. I promise you this ain't what you want. That's the difference. Have I ever visited Ohio? No, not yet. Y'all, I am planning a tour all around. I'm just gonna go around, come around to y'all cities. Brian said, I'll go to Nigeria with you. Okay. You'll glow like the sun. They better see you coming from down the street. Oza Kim said folks will try to hustle you left or right when you get off the plane. I believe that. I believe that. But I want to go to Haiti though. I have like a bunch of people inviting me to Haiti. And I'm like, listen, y'all got a gang problem there. Y'all got a wee bit of a gang problem there. Wee bit. Not scared of it. It's just, because if somebody kidnapped me for ransom, boy, it's just for practice. Because I promise you, we'll both be sitting there like, you got snacks? Shoot, you better call my family, ask for $2 and a biscuit. That's about all you gonna get. Shoot. But yeah, I want to go around to a bunch of different places. I was supposed to go up to Memphis, which I mean it's not leaving the South, right? I was supposed to go to Memphis actually next month, but my plans changed. What up, Coco? How's it going? My plans changed, so will not be going to Memphis yet. I'll probably be going back up to the A, not not too long from now. Is that the thing? Not too far from now. Not too long. So see what Coco doing. I was up in that way. Like what was it? Coco, what was it? Like a couple of months ago, something like that. I was like, Coco, where you at? And she was like, she told me what side of town. Like, shoot, I'm so far away from there. I had to catch you next time. And that's what it But I tried. Like, Coco, where you at? She was like, I'm like, man, you way over there. You way over there. And what people don't understand is, if you don't know Atlanta and Atlanta traffic, or Atlanta area traffic, which, because Atlanta, you got a lot of surrounding cities, right? If you look at the map will say Coco maybe was only 15, 20 miles away. But in Atlanta time, that's an hour and a half. That is an hour and a half. See, down here, like when Brian was down there, I would show him, like, you see this little bitty little 2-lane road? It's 55 miles an hour. This little bitty little 2-lane road. that's got mailboxes on it. When I moved down here, y'all, that freaked me out. Because down here in the country, it'll be a 2-lane road, just a regular little street with mailboxes on it. And it's 55 miles an hour. And I used to ask Mr. J or Jim Pat, I'm like, how often do y'all's mail people get their asses knocked off? Because somebody running 55 miles an hour, they ain't not I know I'm not expecting no doggone mail truck. That's highway speed. But no, that's what it is down here. Sweet Tea, did you go to Doug? Cause see, I went to Maze. I went to Maze. So if you went to Doug, that means we supposed to fight. I grew up in the West End. Right, Natalie, don't check your mail. Like, golly. Yeah, like Coco was like 20 miles away, but that was like an hour and a half. I'm like, man, I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I'll see you next go around. You went to Doug. You know what? We ain't friends no more. We ain't friends no more. Cause you know, the rivalry is real. Maze, B.E. Maze, class of class of inauguration. But yeah, I grew up in the West End. See, not the new West End. Because, see, the West End is in Southwest Atlanta. Those of you. Oh, appreciate the sub, Chris. So, the West End is not like it used to be. See, what y'all don't understand, if you go to Atlanta now, you go to Southwest Atlanta and you see what we call the West End. You've got businesses, you've got restaurants, apartments, stuff like that. When you did not see that. It wasn't that. Have y'all watched BMF? That's what it was. Cow. All kinds of stuff. That's what it was. Somebody hit the cash out. Yeah, but see, this is what happened. So, y'all know we got the Olympics in 96. Atlanta got the Olympics in 96. Let me turn that on. Boom. I appreciate that, Day. Thank you so much for the Cash App. You are amazing. So, what's up, King Nuru? Thank you for being a channel member. So, we got the Olympics in 96. The city's leadership said, oh, man, you mean the whole world coming? The whole world is coming here. Because I don't think we actually thought we were going to win the Olympics, right? I don't think we thought we were ever going to win the Olympics. But we did. And so folks were like, shoot, we got to clean this city up. So, y'all, this is what they did. No lie. The police department got carte blanche. And they turned loose the scourge of the city. This unit in the Atlanta Police Department called Red Dog. If y'all don't, Red Dog is probably the only thing back in the day that scared me. And I grew up with Wayne Williams running around. Red Dog stood for run every drug dealer out of Georgia. But during Olympic times, it stood for run everybody out of the city. So they rounded up all the homeless people, all the ne'er-do-wells, everybody who they thought would bring a black eye to the city. They gave them bus passes. one way to wherever they wanted to go and said, don't come back. Then they went around and slapped paint on abandoned houses. And the houses that had broken windows, y'all no lie, they put plywood over the windows and they put big stickers on them that look like glass. No lie. The 96 Olympics in Atlanta were a big scam. But I loved it. But anyway, then they went through the West End and they slapped paint. They threw cobblestone through certain streets like People Street. You know, big old hanging street lights to make it look rustic. It was crazy. And once they did that, then the white people came. Hey, it was different. It was different then. Latasha, how can you join Discord? Oh, well, hey, shoot. Here, I got you. Because Discord is public now. But, Latasha, here's the thing. Since you're a channel member, this is what I need you to do. I need you to link your Discord account to your YouTube account in which you have your channel membership. And what will happen is you will have access to the members only sections. All right. So make sure you do that. There you go. So anyone can come to Discord, but once you link your channel, your YouTube to Discord, then you'll have access to the members only section. Coco said the longest standing mall that never listen, y'all. The Mall West End is nothing but an indoor flea market. There is not one anchor store in that mall. Not one. I mean, what's in that mall? Or a rainbow, maybe? And if y'all don't know what rainbow is essentially Temu and Wish in physical form. That's all rainbow is. What's up, Layla? How's it going? They said, would you move back to Atlanta? No. You know what? I'm down here and I do not miss the traffic. I do not miss having people so close. And I love people. And I'm not afraid of crowds or anything like that. It's just living down here for the past 3 years going on has showed me how much we are a scourge of this planet. I mean, a scourge. All we want to do is throw up concrete and glass and buildings and stuff that we don't need. I was sitting here today and I was talking to somebody. I was like, I grew up in the West End and there were still trees along the street when I was growing up, right? There were still trees along the street when I was growing up. And we would play outside and it'd be 103 degrees. Who cared? Because we had enough sense to not run around in the sun. We'd run and get to the shade. And we'd sit outside. Maybe a breeze would blow. The house we grew up in was super old. It was old then. So we just chilled, you know. We didn't have central air in the house. We had central heat, but not central air because it had a furnace. Now nobody knows what a furnace is. You know, this is back when the house was so old. The grates in the floor where the heat would come up were like easily 2 feet by 4 feet. We would stand on them when it was real cold. And I'm like, but now, shoot, you ask somebody to go outside, they act like you done shot them. Hey, you want to go for a walk? It's 88 degrees out there. What is wrong with you? I'm making it, Layla. I'm making it. Shoot. I was going to say there's a pre-kick stream, but shoot, it's already 1:18. Them kids are quiet. I might get on COD. Play me some Call of Duty. Shoot. Yolanda said Orlando used to be quiet and nice. Now it's overpriced and no space. Everything is overpriced, and I'm like, you know, I'm happy for my happy with my life. I am, but I look back in history. Aside from slavery and systematic persecution, I really miss, like, when we look back in history, I miss the times when we could just find some land. I was watching Little House on the Prairie, and I think I only saw like two black people, no, three black people on Little House on the Prairie. It was the lady who worked at the deaf school, the dude that started dating her, and one time Todd Bridges did a cameo. Them was the only black people on Little House on the Prairie. So, but you could just go out, find some land, and say, I think I'm gonna build a farm here. I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a farm here. Can't do that no more. Everything bought up. Sweet Tea Will say all the kids, right? We all played outside till the street lights came on, and we ate popsicles all day from yeah, we ate popsicles, or we drank them little hugs. The little things of sugar water that were all the same flavor essentially. You know how old I was before I realized them things were all the same damn flavor. They just were different colors, and we fooled our mind. You know what else? I'm about to blow y'all mind. Chapstick has no flavoring. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. Chapstick has a scent, and when you put it on your lips, the scent travels to your nose, and your brain turns it into it's such and such flavor. But if you close your eyes and lick chapstick, it don't taste like nothing. Ain't that something? It don't taste like nothing. I did not know that. Right. Right, Carrie. We drank water from the hose. And the crazy part is, if we did not drink water from the hose, we'd go to the park and drink out of a public water fountain. Now people carry their water around in little slings like it's a newborn baby. Look, Russell, mind blown, ain't it, Russell? Right? What's up? Something happened at 33. How are you? Chapstick has no flavor. Close your eyes and lick it. So I don't know, man. We'll get back to where we supposed to be. We'll get back to where we supposed to be. And see, speaking of the West End, who was it? Sweet Tea. Speaking of the West End, I went to, if you know the West End, there's a Catholic church, St. Anthony's, right? St. Anthony's Catholic Church. Well, there was a school that was attached to it back in the day, that big brick building that's across the street and down the street a little bit next to that park. I went to that school, kindergarten, first and second grade. Went to Catholic school. My family ain't even Catholic. My mom thought it would be a good idea because the curriculum was supposed to be so much better than public school. But what she didn't understand was, since we were not Catholic, she had to pay tuition. And do y'all know how embarrassing it is to have to take a "I'm gonna pay you next week" note into school? That they call. Remember, I said kindergarten, first and second grade. I remember first grade they called me into. It wasn't a principal. There was a nun that ran the school, Sister Patricia, right? Went to Sister Patricia's office, and she was like, "What, did your mom say anything about your tuition?" I said, "Oh yeah, she gave me a note. Here it is right here." And I'm thinking I'm about to pay the lady, and she opens it. Oh, well, I knew we didn't have nothing to worry about. This is just a note. No, just a note. It's just a note. And I'm like, well. Jesus wept. They said those were the good old days as kids. Right. until, we get the blinders taken off. But you know what, though? Just because we grow up does not mean we have to grow out from the good old days. Somebody said, I think it was like the last episode of The Office, we said, the problem is, you know, I always wish that I knew I was in the good old days before I've left them. So we learned to appreciate, and that was so powerful. So now every day that I'm alive and I get to do what I love, even if I don't get to do what I love, if I don't get to play COD or talk to y'all or do any workings or do any readings, I still appreciate the day. Every day is the good old days. So I don't have to look back with regret, like, man, I fumbled that ball, or man, I wouldn't. No, I mean, I did everything that was done for a reason, and not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content. If I never power up to the point where I can throw a Kamehameha, then so be it. So be it. I have lived. I have lived. And that's why, I hammer on y'all to get out, enjoy life, see the world, see your city. Stop making excuses like, I don't have any money to really do, or I can't. If you got 2 feet, get out. Just look around. Shoot, go watch some squirrels. One of Mr. J's favorite things was just to look out the window and look at the squirrels. He would just look at the squirrels, watch them play and frolic. There's so much happiness just outside, but we compartmentalize our happiness and make it why it's not on us. It's on somebody else. I'd be happy if this person did this. I'd be happy if that person did that. Don't worry about all that. Don't worry about you. See, happiness is not a destination. As long as you think it's somewhere to go, you'll never make it. As long as you think happiness is a destination, somewhere that you have to get to, you'll never make it. Happiness is a state of being. Like Black, I just am. I just am. I was holding my niece today. And I don't know what it was. I have no idea what it was. But she got the giggles. And when a 6-month-old gets the giggles, it just warms your heart. Even my old crusty, grumpy heart. And so I'm like laying on my back on the sofa, and she's like standing on my stomach, looking down at me with like that little drop of spit right there. And she is just cracking up, and I go, boo. And she's like, like that tickled the shit out of her. And I'm like, it don't get no better than this. Could I have more money in my bank account? Hell yeah. Would I be happy if this cough went away? Absolutely. Would I be happier if my shoulder fit? Yeah. But happier. That doesn't affect the fact that I'm happy now. And that's the thing. Just get to base point. What makes you happy? And find it. So many people are in Hoodoo, and they are the grumpiest and most miserable people you've ever been around. Y'all been in those groups. It's nothing but a bunch of thirsty, upset, lonely, and it's like, listen, you need to log off. Because, see, their spiritual journey is only online, and it's like, log off. Go outside, touch some grass. Find that happy inside of you. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. I will be a turtle. Wherever the turtle is, he is home. when you walk into a party, the person that's standing on the wall inside of themselves is so dadgum miserable, full of regret. They hate that they left home. But now that they're here, they hate that they don't have it in them to go out and enjoy themselves. The person who walks in don't know a soul at the party, but still walks in, hey, well, all right now. That person having the time of their life. Happier than a pig in slop. I know which one I'm going to be. I have a good friend. And she says, if I go to the club, I go to dance. I go to have a good time. If a dude comes up to me, fine. If he don't, fine. But I'm going to dance and have me a good time. She said, if I don't leave with an afro, I didn't have a good time. And y'all know, how, ladies, sisters, y'all know how long it took for I understood what she meant by that? She said, if I don't leave with an afro, I didn't have a good time. I was like, good God almighty, help me, Holy Ghost. No makeup and an afro. Natalie said, get yourself a shot. Natalie, you know, I swear. You on one tonight, Natalie. I like it, though. Yolanda said, happiness right now is this crispy chicken salad I just made with that peach vinaigrette. You know what? I've had 3 salads today. So, you know, I already know. And it was spring mix. Y'all know that spring mix salad that you can get from Walmart or Publix. I already know I wake up my stomach hurting. Pooping like a crippled goose. Y'all, let me go refresh my beverage and pay the water bill. I'll be right back, family. All right, I'm back, family. I see you. All right. Okay, how long we been streaming? An hour? Listen, y'all want to go over to Kick for a little bit and talk a little mierda over on Kick? One of the mods, do me a favor, put the Kick link in. Let's go over to Kick right quick. We're only gonna stay on there for like 30 minutes though. One of the mods, do me a favor, put the link to Kick. If you guys do not know what Kick is a live streaming app like Twitch. It's basically just like this, only they allow me to say and do things that YouTube won't do. Well, I have more freedom of speech over there. So we can go over there and we can finish talking about this La Madama thing. How about that? Y'all want to do that? We finish talking about La Madama? Appreciate that, Divine Aqua. So what I'm gonna do is this. Is what I'm gonna do. Because I can't just switch over. Oh snap! Let me tell y'all the idea that I had. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Hold on, let me. Let's see. All right. Y'all tell me. And it is Kick, Kick, not the KIK one. This is an idea that I had, right? I would love to do this. I just have to work out the logistics of it and like see if I need to have like some kind of consent forms or whatever. But I want to do like a live streamed Hoodoo dating service. Hear me out. This is what I want to do. A live stream Hoodoo dating service. What I want to do is have like eligible ladies, eligible men. Y'all will, we may even do like a speed date where I have like one dude, 3 women, 1 woman, 4 dudes or whatever. But instead of y'all talking to each other, everybody would just state like their first name and their date of birth. I'll do some readings and be like, number 1, number 4, number 3, number 2, number 5, number 6. I pair y'all up. Y'all exchange emails. Y'all communicate, and then we come back the next week, and then we see how it went. Come back next week, we see how it went. Now, I'm not going to enter into the pool. I know. Y'all ain't ready for this 60-something-year-old man. I ain't going to enter into the pool. I'm just officiating this. I'm just officiating. I'm not going to be, I'm the old bull standing up on the hill. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pin Divine Aqua's message to the top so y'all can go over to Kick and we'll continue this conversation. All right, we will continue this conversation. So if you look at the top of the chat right now, Divine Aqua has pinned it for y'all. She's pinned it for y'all. All y'all have to do is click it and go over to Kick. So this is what I'm going to do, family. I'm going to power down this stream. I'm going to power down this stream and give me 2 minutes. And I'm going to power it back up over on Kick. So again, look at the chat. Look at the chat. And at the top, it has been pinned. Okay. All right. I'll be right back on the other side. See y'all over on Kick.